Hi there, welcome to Tech Center. This is Joshua and I'm going to introduce you how to make a 3D bottle model in Paint 3D. If you want to watch a full tutorial on Paint 3D, I've put a link in the description box below so you can watch the video. Before we jump into the video, please subscribe and click the notification bell to receive future videos from my channel. If you haven't already watched my previous video, which was about using the 3D pre-made models in Paint 3D, I have put a link in the description box below so you can watch the video. Now I'm going to show you how to make a 3D bottle in Paint 3D. First of all, I'm going to open Paint 3D from the Windows Programs list. Click Start, and then on Paint 3D. Now that Paint 3D is open, click on New to open a new blank canvas. Here you can see the new blank canvas. I'm going to go to 3D Shapes. Now I'm going to create the main part of the bottle, which is the cylinder. So I'm going to use the cylinder. Then I'm going to left click and drag. I'm just going to make it this big. Now I'm going to let go of left click to finish the cylinder. You can see that the cylinder is now selected. I'm going to move it to the center of the canvas. I'm going to rotate it so you can see the top. Here's the top. Now I'm going to deselect it by clicking outside the shape. I'm going to go back to 3D Shapes and I'm going to click on the hemisphere. I'm going to left click and drag. This is going to be the bottle top. I'm going to let go of left click to finish the hemisphere. Now I'm going to rotate the cylinder so it's back to its original position. And I'm going to deselect it by clicking outside the selection box. I'm going to move the hemisphere on top of the cylinder. Left click and drag. Now it's on top of the cylinder. I'm going to deselect the hemisphere by clicking outside the selection box. I'm going to group these two shapes so they're one single shape. I'm going to click on the hemisphere and then I'm going to go to the sidebar and I'm going to click on multi-select. And I'm going to click on the cylinder to select it. Now that both shapes are selected, I'm going to go to Grouping and I'm going to click on Group. Now if I click outside the selection box to deselect it, and I reselect it by clicking on it, and I rotate it, it's one single object. I'm going to change its colour so it's a greyish whitish colour. I'm going to go to Edit Colour in the sidebar. I'm going to make it this colour. I'm going to close the colour palette by clicking outside the colour palette. I'm going to click on the bottle to select it. I'm going to rotate the bottle by its x-axis. Now we've only got the top part and the bottom part of the bottle. We also need the lid, the small cap at the top. So we're just going to bring this down the canvas by left clicking and dragging, and we're going to deselect it by clicking outside the selection box. Now I'm going to draw the bottle cap, so I'm going to get another cylinder and then I'm going to left click and drag on the canvas to draw the cap. This is going to be the cap. I'm going to edit its colour so it's the same colour as the bottle. And I'm going to close the colour palette by clicking outside the colour palette. I'm going to click on the shape and I'm going to left click and drag on it to move it on top of the bottle. Left click and drag. Now I'm going to click outside the shape to deselect it. I'm going to click on the grouped shape, which is the bottom part of the bottle. and I'm going to click on Ungroup. Now I'm going to group these three items, the cap, the hemisphere and the bottom of the bottle. To do that, I'm going to first of all select the cap, and then I'm going to click on multi-select. I'm going to click on the hemisphere to select that as well, and I'm also going to click on the cylinder to select it. Now the whole bottle is selected, I'm going to click on Group. I'm going to rotate the shape. I'm going to deselect the shape by clicking outside the selection box. Now that we've made the bottle, you can add designs onto the bottle. To do that, we need to go to Brushes, and we can use any of these brushes here, and we can choose the colour from this colour palette. I'm going to choose gold, then I'm going to left click and drag on here. I'm just going to draw a few shapes. I'm going to increase the thickness of the pen. I'm going to left click and drag. Now I'm going to rotate the shape using the free rotation handle. Now I'm going to create a different design. I'm going to change the colour. And I'm going to change the thickness. I'm going to do numbers or writing. To escape the command, click on the select tool. Now I'm going to click on the bottle again, and if I try to rotate it, you can see that the design stayed on the bottle. Now that we've created the bottle, I'm going to save this file. Menu, Save. Because we have 3D objects in this project, we have to save it as a Paint 3D project. I'm going to call it 3D bottle, and I'm going to click on Save in Paint 3D. You can see that it is saving. Now I'm going to close Paint 3D. In my future videos, I'll be posting tutorials on Paint 3D and how to make games in Python. I hope that this video is helpful for you. If you like this video, please smash that like button and share it to your friends and family. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please click the red subscribe button below. If you have any questions or comments about this video, or if you'd like to get links for all of my previous videos, please contact me via email at fulltechcenter@gmail.com. I've put a link in the description box below. See you in the next video!